Friends, the software you build today will probably run for the next 10 years or more. Critical systems stick around because they're too essential or too expensive to replace. But here's what most teams miss. The open source components inside your application have a much shorter lifespan than the application itself. I'm Daniel, and in this video, we're exploring TuxCare ELS lifecycle support and why patching discipline matters for long-term reliability. I'll explain why outdated components accumulate in production, why maintaining them demands serious process maturity, and how TuxCare tackles this challenge year after year. Guys, make sure you check out all the useful links in the description after watching this video. There might be some nice discounts there. Let's dive right in. Okay, mates, let's talk about why enterprise teams end up running end-of-life software in the first place. This isn't poor planning or laziness. It's just how long-lived systems work in the real world. Your application might be running a stable version that's been in production for years and works perfectly. You built integrations on top of it that would cost serious money to redo. Maybe you went through a lengthy compliance certification process that you really don't want to repeat. Folks, newer versions often introduce breaking changes that would ripple through your entire system. So you stay put because stability and controlled change matter more than chasing the latest release. There is also a timing reality here. Business priorities rarely align with upstream release cycles. Even when teams understand the risks of staying on older components, the cost and disruption of major upgrades often outweigh the perceived benefits. Over time, outdated software becomes part of the operational baseline rather than a temporary compromise. But while your systems are designed to operate in the long term, the vulnerability landscape keeps evolving. Those open-source dependencies that were once safe and actively maintained are now riddled with security issues that no one's going to fix. And many of those problems stay completely invisible because they are buried several layers deep in your dependency graph. Now, my friends, here's why maintaining these components becomes such a challenge. Every open-source library you use comes with its own dependencies. And before you know it, there's a whole chain of extra packages attached to it. So you're not just responsible for the code you directly interact with. When a vulnerability appears, it could be hiding anywhere in that chain. You need to monitor security databases, mailing lists, and project repositories constantly, because there's no single source tracking everything. Fixing a vulnerability means patching the affected component, rebuilding it, and then rebuilding everything that depends on it. Sometimes the available patch was written for newer versions and needs adaptation to work with your older codebase. Mates, get that wrong, and you either leave the security hole open or break compatibility with systems relying on that library. Over 5 years, you might face dozens of these situations, and each one requires the same careful attention to detail. Another challenge is decision-making. Vulnerability disclosures rarely account for end-of-life versions. Severity scores, advisories, and patch guidance are usually written for supported releases. Teams are left to decide whether an issue actually applies to their older stack and how urgent it really is without clear upstream direction. Guys, before we move on, I try to make my content fun instead of boring. And in return, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content I make. This is the part most teams underestimate. Keeping outdated open-source components secure is not about fixing a vulnerability once or twice. It is about repeating the same workflow correctly for years, without letting quality slip. With TuxCare ELS lifecycle support, patching is treated as an operational discipline, not an emergency response. Every issue goes through the same structured process, regardless of severity or where it appears in the dependency graph. Folks, it starts with continuous monitoring. Vulnerabilities are tracked across entire dependency chains, not just the components customers interact with directly. When a CVE is disclosed, it's evaluated against the exact versions still running in production, including end-of-life releases that no longer receive upstream support. Once a threat is confirmed as relevant, the real work begins. The patch is created or adapted specifically for the older codebase. In many cases, fixes published upstream target newer versions and cannot be applied directly. They need careful adjustment to preserve behavior and compatibility with existing integrations. After that, friends, the component is rebuilt in a controlled environment. This step is unavoidable. Even minimal code changes require a full rebuild to produce an artifact that can be safely deployed. Any shortcuts here increase the risk of subtle breakage later. Testing is equally critical. The patch component is validated not just in isolation, but in context. That means checking how it behaves alongside other libraries, runtimes, and system components that depend on it. Compatibility matters just as much as closing the security hole. This process also accounts for the realities of time. As operating systems are updated, tool chains evolve, certificates rotate, and teams change, the build environment continues to shift. Even when the source code remains frozen, the surrounding ecosystem does not stand still. Mate's TuxCare's process is designed to absorb that change. Each rebuild follows the same documented steps, using consistent validation criteria. Knowledge does not live in someone's head, it lives in the process itself. That is what allows the same level of quality to be maintained year after year. Over a long support period, this discipline becomes the difference between stability and chaos. Instead of each vulnerability feeling like a new investigation, it becomes a familiar routine. The work is predictable, and the outcome is reliable. So guys, when you look at outdated open source software in your environment, the real challenge is not whether security issues will appear. They will. The real question is whether your organization can handle them reliably for years, without burning out teams or destabilizing production. TuxCare Endless Lifecycle Support exists for exactly that scenario. It is built around process maturity, not quick fixes. It helps organizations maintain critical systems long after upstream support ends, without sacrificing security or predictability. Folks, if you want to understand how this kind of long-term patching discipline works in practice, take a look at TuxCare's Endless Lifecycle Support. How confident are you that your current patching approach would still work 5 or 10 years from now? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to check out the links in the description below. You might find some discounts there. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.